Hey everybody, welcome to We Run on Reruns. I'm Amanda and I'm here with my brother Eric.
How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a great week this week. We are here on episodes 7 and 8 of season 4 with friends today. As we said, we are kind of continuing this section that we've subtitled the Kathy Chronicles here.
Kathy Chronicles.
Where we are all in on the Joey, Chandler, Kathy love triangle, sort of. But we're definitely, it's more triangular today than it was in our last episode. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a V.
Eric,
maybe it's more like a love V, not a triangle per se.
It's possible. Yeah, it really is. It's definitely, it's not a triangle, but so to kind of go over into, we also talk about Stranger Things.
We do.
And I have to say, just really quick, Pedro was telling me a little while ago that he was watching some behind the scenes Stranger Things stuff.
Okay.
And learned that originally it was Steve who was supposed to get killed off in season 1 instead of Barb. And 11 was actually also supposed to die because they were thinking it was just going to be kind of one season originally. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I could see how they would originally script it out to be just one season too. It makes a lot of sense. That it's almost like
for sure.
a
It almost,
miniseries.
Yeah.
It makes a ton of sense. They could have just wrapped it and called it a day and everybody would have loved it anyway. But right. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they kept it going. I
just thought that was interesting. I could also see Steve dying in that first season, like the way that they were writing him. So I'm glad that he also didn't. But yeah.
No, I'm glad. Listen, hindsight's 2020, right? So you see where his character has gone. I do like where he's ended up, and I know I've seen a lot of people online making like death predictions for season 5. And they're like, God. If Steve dies in season 5, it's just going to be the end of it. And that kind of goes for all of them. Like, but most people, they really don't want to see Steve die. They really don't want to see 11 die.
Yeah.
These seem to be like universal truths. We'll see how it goes though.
Wait, but season 5 is the series finale. I mean,
I understand that, but still, people would like to see them survive it.
That's true, but sometimes you do have like the hero that dies in a romantic way at the end.
Well,
and I wouldn't be surprised if,
there is definitely concern that Steve will sacrifice himself for Nancy or some sort of greater good. And you could see his character leaning in that direction. But we're not really here for Stranger Things today.
Well, I was going to say, listen, if you guys love Stranger Things, please join us over in that conversation because we've been having a ton of fun talking about it. It is such a great series. And I mean, honestly, what's not to like? So if you haven't seen it,
talk about.
Yeah, and it would be I think it would be fun if you haven't seen it, watch along with us, start from the beginning. We recap, we go into great detail into every episode. We love just kind of like, getting into the weeds on that. So
and we're just really, we're just really at the beginning of season 2 right now. So
that's right.
If you pick it up today and just go back through our podcasts and listen, you'll catch up real quick.
And we just do one episode a week of those.
Yep,
so
just one.
Yeah.
Easy to catch up to.
That's right.
All right, so we're here. Oh, I'm jumping ahead. You've got a recap to do.
Yeah, really quick. So last week, actually, I'm sorry, guys. Earlier this week, so we released this on Sunday, the first episode of this I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but either way.
You're trying to say the Kathy Chronicles is what you're trying to say.
Thank you. Joey dates Kathy, who Chandler is instantly attracted to. And Ross and Rachel were trying to make each other jealous with other people. Phoebe got a cold and really enjoyed how it transformed her singing voice. Ross went out with a very beautiful but extremely messy woman from work. And Chandler got a sentimental gift for Kathy's birthday and gave it to Joey to give to her, the Velveteen Rabbit. And Phoebe was also in the position to support Monica in her pursuit to be a caterer. So that's really where we left things. And I would say the most significant part about how we left things was that gift that Chandler gave to Joey to give to Kathy. Because that's really what we're going to be talking more about is Chandler's developing feelings in the Kathy Chronicles. So.
Yes, I do think this next episode has a lot of people divided on it.
Yes.
So let's talk about this. This is season 4, episode 7. This is the one where Chandler crosses the line. Mm-hmm. And in short, Chandler is left alone with Kathy long enough while Joey is out on another date. And his car breaks down and is unable to get back. And this opens the door for Chandler and Kathy to succumb to their urges and start a relationship ? While on the other hand, Ross is uncovering his long lost sound, which is then played at the coffee shop for all to hear, and he's not even appreciated in his own time.
Mm-hmm. We had a Yamaha keyboard.
We sure did. And I certainly made songs that sounded a whole lot like Ross's sound.
It's in my closet right now.
Is it really?
I've carried that around with me.
I don't know why. We have one now that used to be my niece's that has been handed down to my children. And they've had a lot of fun playing with it. That's funny. You know what my daughter was playing with the other day is, do you remember we had this set of chimes in like a blue suitcase?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, I've got that. And in it was a music book.
Oh.
But it was all numbered to like match the chime.
Yes.
So like,
because they had the little
or it was a xylophone.
Like the xylophone. Yes, that's what it is.
It's like it's not like, it's a fancier xylophone.
It is. It's like fixed in a box.
Yeah. So, well, not anymore, but it was.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, she's taken the music book and has started like writing the numbers on the keyboard for what like notes they match up with, and is like playing the songs that way, which is pretty cool.
Right.
Anywho.
Are there is the tape gone? There used to be, they used to be coated on the chimes.
Oh yeah, it is. But she's taking the music book from that set of chimes and playing it on the keyboard.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sorry guys. Had to get to the bottom of that. That's really cool.
It's very important.
But Ross is having a great time, and it was just bringing me back because I remember, like, we didn't have the fanciest. Like, I've definitely seen keyboards with a lot more varieties of sound effects.
I was gonna say, ours had like 4 or 5.
Yeah, we had some. I mean, Ross said he was busting out like a CD to put in his
He needed
his keyboard.
extra
I'm like,
discs.
this is a fancy. Like, where's the CD going in the Yamaha keyboard? I didn't even know that was a thing. So
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, that did not exist on my keyboard.
No.
Or apparently yours. You own it now.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've like dabbled in playing piano, like trying to teach myself, but I've never had the sound. That's wrong.
You never figured out your own sound yet, have you?
I love how haven't gotten there yet. Maybe someday. Maybe this will inspire me, but I do enjoy how Monica did like a spit take when she remembered what Ross was talking about. She's like, oh my God. Yeah, thank God Dad soundproofed the basement. Like,
I think you need to record the sound and we'll use it as the intro to this episode.
Oh my God.
Amanda's sound as the intro.
I will. No, don't tempt me.
I don't know if you've already heard it, you know. If you already heard it, you know. If not, she didn't do it.
That's right.
Anywho, I love like Phoebe being the one who's like, oh my God, this is so amazing. How do you know about banana?
Yes. Wow. Yeah, we made such a connection here. Yeah, and think of my work as wordless sound poems.
Yes, of course.
Love when Jennifer Aniston is like barely holding it together when Ross is
She is not holding it together at all. Like,
yeah.
like she looks like
she's like
any
Jimmy Fallon
take. Oh my gosh.
Are you
That's
kidding
so
me?
funny. Like she looks like Jimmy Fallon on SNL, just literally breaking at every moment here.
Are you kidding? That was hilarious. Oh my God. Same thought at the same moment, but it's true because
well, it's funny.
Yeah.
Because okay, so here's the thing. Jennifer Aniston famously gave up a role on Saturday Night Live.
She
to
did.
do Friends.
She did.
Which if you think about it in context, today it sounds insane. Like, why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
That was a really hard call to give up SNL to do some sitcom that nobody knows any of the cast members on.
Is a massive risk. Yeah. Like
you are truly betting on yourself at that point.
Because getting a job at SNL, I don't know how many people have turned down a job offer there, right? Like
I'm sure there have been some, but that's pretty insane.
It is, because I just feel like more than anything you hear about how people auditioned and they just didn't get the call. And so
So anytime though I see her breaking like that, I'm like, man, you would never have made it on SNL. You'd have been laughing the whole time.
Or she just would have been the Jimmy Fallon of SNL.
She would have been Jimmy Fallon.
Before Jimmy Fallon. So yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But anyway, this storyline with the sound it's a nice break from the seriousness of the Chandler, Kathy, Joey side. Because we don't see Chandler get serious a lot. And this is definitely a more serious plot line for him.
Yeah.
And they need basically the rest of the cast, because Monica and Rachel don't have a whole lot to do in this episode either, other than react to the sound. Like they're just always there with the sound.
Oh, I love so much where like Monica's saying, Phoebe, Ross sucks. She's like, I'd give anything to not be appreciated in my own time. And Monica's like, well, Phoebe, you suck too. It's like they've both been waiting for this moment, I feel like, because Rachel is like, Phoebe, you're awful. She's like, oh, you guys, you suck too, you know?
That is such a nice moment where Phoebe just like misconstrues it as,
oh my gosh,
like, oh, trying to pick you up. Oh yeah, that's okay. This is great. You suck. You're awesome. Like, no, this is just you're bad. You're not good.
Yeah.
And we're gonna tell you for the first time ever, and you're not gonna hear it, and that's fine. But like, you're not good.
Well,
and Ross is worse. Ross is infinitely worse.
Absolutely. I mean, Phoebe even had said to Chandler earlier about this, you know, what are you guys talking about? I loved it. It's so amazing and different from the stuff you usually hear. And Chandler's like, you mean music? So, yeah, Phoebe is all about it. And she is Ross's biggest fan by far. It is sound effects. It's really bad.
It is sound effects in a poem. Mm-hmm. If you really want to listen,
that's right.
You can hear the wordless sound poem. You gotta really want it. You gotta really get in there, because otherwise it just sounds like banging on a keyboard.
Wow.
Okay, so enter into segment 3 here of the Kathy Chronicles, and you know. To jumpstart this whole thing, Chandler ends up seeing her naked in the bathroom.
And she was not covered in boils.
I used to think that maybe her whole body was just covered in boils. There's no boils. She's smooth. And so now he's got to deal with that. Uh-huh. At the same time, Joey is now going on a date with Casey.
That's right.
And this This is
another moment.
Create loopholes. Mm-hmm. Not trying to create loopholes here, but obviously you immediately see the excitement on Chandler's face. Like, whoa, hold on. Maybe Kathy's going to be available. This is the thing.
Yeah.
Well, Joey goes on a date with Casey and he has to call. He's going to be late because the car broke down, to which I question, whose car is he driving? Is he driving Casey's
I
car?
was thinking the same thing. Like, what is this, like Phoebe's cab? What is this?
What car is he driving?
I don't know.
I just don't understand.
It's very odd.
Somehow,
seeing Joey at the payphone.
Somehow he's got. That is not as crazy as it sounds. It's crazy today, but it was not back then.
It just feels like a very long time ago when you see stuff like that. It's like, what is happening? It
really
here?
does.
Yep.
That is an era gone by.
Uh-huh.
But so Joey's on the date with Casey. He's gonna be late, and so
Chandler needs a haircut.
Chandler's got to get a haircut, and Kathy knows how to do it because she used to work at a dog grooming place, apparently.
Kathy is trying to get her mitts on Chandler. She's not even trying to hide it.
She gets them all over Chandler because she's running her fingers through his hair and making sure that it's even
and like
on
blowing
both
in his
sides.
ear. Like, what's happening?
Well, she's trying to get the hair off him.
Sensual haircut. Like, this is like Ghost and a haircut. Like, what is happening here?
It is definitely a situation in where both people are interested. It is the forbidden fruit.
Yep.
And they can't do anything about it, but they are gonna get their frustrations
she forgot her
out one
purse.
way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
And then
so let's just get into the meat of this, where Joey's not going to be able to make it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to make it back in time at all. We get the phone call right as they are about to kiss, when Chandler has to jump up and goes, hey, the phone is making sounds. Picks up, it's Joey. And they're like, okay, it's Joey. And he's not going to make it back.
Because he's stuck with Casey. Like, does Kathy know that he's out with Casey?
I don't know. That was never
and
made
that's
very
also
clear.
Like very sketchy of Joey. So for him to be all like, well, we'll get into that. But I just feel like, yeah, there's reasons why his response is not good.
Post phone call, essentially, what is it? Oh no, what is it? I guess they kissed right before the phone call. The phone call happened.
Yes.
And then it's like, listen, I gotta go.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
I'll see you later. And then Kathy comes back to the door.
She forgot her purse.
Forgot my purse. Mm-hmm. And she comes in and they immediately, boom, they're together. Mm-hmm. And
but then they just kissed. But that's worse.
They just kissed, and that's worse. Well, we'll get to that. But essentially, what is it? Somehow, I'm misconstruing the events. Maybe the phone call happened now. Somewhere along the lines, the phone call happens, because then they break up.
That's right.
And she leaves, and you can see Chandler is all upset, and he goes over to the door and is about to like lean back on the door, and then she hits the door too, and that's it. I think maybe we have the events right. It's the phone call, then they kiss, then they stop. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad, and then they leave,
and then she comes back.
Come back.
And then they kiss, and then that's where that segment ends, because then the next scene with this storyline is Joey's coming back to the apartment, and Chandler has replaced all of their he's replaced their old furniture that was stolen. So he has refurbished
the apartment.
There's like a new little rug. He's completely got a new entertainment center that actually fits. A new television. I mean, he is a new dining room table. So they have everything pretty much back, actually better than it was before.
A TV that appears as if from nowhere.
That's right. Yes.
That's the dream.
That's right. And he's also encouraging Joey to just consider Casey. Like, he wants him to be with Casey. Why not Casey? And he's like, I think I like Kathy. It's like, oh my God, just at this point, say something. But with this whole, Eric, how do you feel about Joey putting it together that the furniture that Chandler bought was to make amends for what he did? Because that's one of those things that normally I feel like Joey actually doesn't connect the dots on. And he was like, oh, that's why you bought all this furniture. And he gets so angry about it. It's like, Well, first of all, dude, you're the one that, like, Chandler can spend his money on, and get whatever he wants because you got that stuff stolen from them, from your apartment. And okay, that seems like a weird thing to get upset about. But also, I just feel like Joey doesn't always connect those dots so well. So for him to just,
it's weird because we've talked about Joey in the past being either not observant at all or super observant all of a sudden. So I don't find this to be way out of character for him, but I will say the move for Chandler would have been to say something before he bought the stuff.
And then as like a, hey, I want to,
like, as an
exactly,
apology,
I'm going to buy all this stuff.
Here's all the stuff. I will refurbish the entire apartment.
His gesture
that would have been
too soon. Yeah.
Yes. But anyway, let's go back to the scene with Chandler and Kathy. And I have been saying, throughout the last episode that we did, and I will say it again here, that I feel like they have set this up over the last 2 episodes.
Yep.
And at the beginning of this episode, and throughout this whole scene, that, like, Chandler is barely holding it together. And he is so falling in love with this girl that...
because he can't have her.
This is...
oh, Chandler wanting the girl that he can't have. Shocking.
Maybe.
And then when he does have her, what happens? But we're not there yet. Anyway.
But I will say, this to me is way less about him, like, having her cheat on Joey or having him betray Joey than it is him finally giving into needs of his own personal emotions. And I don't think he viewed it at that point anymore as a betrayal of friendship, as much as, even though I know that going forward he's going to be super apologetic about everything, as he should be. But I think the character, we have seen him literally buy her and track down a first edition copy or a special edition copy of a book. We have seen him run through the streets of New York just to say hi. We have seen him do countless things, and also make sure that he is not in the way. Like, still, he's just trying to be around her as much as possible. And now that he knows, like, he's feeling the vibes too. He knows that she feels this way about him too. It's just too much to bear. And I think the same could probably be said for Kathy.
Yeah. I just think that, I mean, his only mistake here is just not being honest with Joey and just not telling him straight out, like, what's going on. I mean, that's really the thing, his misstep, right? And I think, but I will even say that I feel like, again, this is actually even more on Kathy, because I feel like Kathy, being the outsider, if she's having these feelings for him, which she did, like you pointed out, I mean, they had chemistry from the beginning. She should have just, like, stopped seeing Joey. I don't even think she was into Joey. Like, it was very weird. They have nothing in common. Like, their conversation.
No. I mean, they're in acting class together. That's about it.
So it felt like she was literally dating Joey just to see Chandler. And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, just break up with Joey and date Chandler. What's happening? I don't know. It just seemed very simple. I know that they created it for tension. Okay. Like, but it's just frustrating to watch, because I just feel like it was so easily avoidable. But at the same time, late 20s, making stupid decisions, not always, like, thinking logically about these things. I do like, Ross's comment at the end. If you had told him before you kissed her, he probably would have stepped aside. And then all the friends are like, oh yeah, I told you that. No, yeah, I think you shared that with me. And Chandler's like, what? No one.
Yeah, who had that advice in both of the last 2 episodes when there were windows of opportunity for people to say something? Nobody says anything to Chandler. Meanwhile, Chandler's literally hanging on Ross's back, keeping him from going to see Rachel. Come on, guys. Like, step up and be a good friend for Chandler. And like Monica's like, oh, obviously you haven't screwed over a lot of your friends. And we really appreciate that, by the way. Like, please don't screw us over.
Yeah.
But like this is all.
And I have another.
I guess. Well, I guess my whole thing is I don't think. How do I want to phrase this? It's less about the actual actions of the characters or the actors, but I think Chandler or Kathy, both like the characters, can get a lot of hate from the fan base for this thing. Like, I think people really say, this is so against Chandler, like, to do that to Joey. And I don't think it's about doing it to Joey. Like, I don't think he's actively trying to hurt Joey or do something.
You don't have to, like, but if you're effectively not being honest and direct with a friend, then that could be.
I agree. But I think it just goes to show the level of love, passion that Chandler has here for this girl that does not exist. He's never had that. So the
thing is then though, I would just argue, he's in lust with her. I mean, as this storyline unfolds over time, too, it's very clear that, like, you know, maybe they actually don't have as much chemistry as strong of a connection as he wants. And I think that Chandler, to his own admission, really has a lot of intimacy issues. So it kind of, you know, begs the question of like, well, is he really just that attracted to her because she's unattainable? I mean, and then when she becomes attainable, it really fizzles out like pretty fast. So, and he becomes like, he kind of actually, you know, we'll get more into this when we get to that episode, but like he pretty much like self-sabotages the entire thing and just entirely gets.
He self-sabotages he absolutely does in the future, but I don't. Oh, you had said something that I don't think it is about his
like his intimacy issues, like, or like
no, I don't think it is. I think it's just it's like a lack of trust, you know, and maybe that's the same thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's kind of similarly. Yeah.
But it is more trust issues.
That's
I
think
that
that's similar.
Leads to the whole thing.
Agreed.
But anyway,
and I think that's the thing. I think part of the thing with Chandler is I think that it didn't even dawn on him to take that approach of like just talking to Joey about it, because I think that actually speaks to like his intimacy issues or like difficulty with trust too, because I think he actually was having a hard time even admitting what he wanted to do and take action fully himself. And so like talking about it with Joey probably just felt very like unnatural, and like he didn't even know how to approach it. I don't know. Although he was being like outwardly like admitting it to the rest of the friends, so I don't know.
Yeah, I would
try to throw him a bone here.
No, I think this just goes again as another like feather in the cap of he's lost. Like, this is not him thinking rationally because he's so over the top for this girl. Like, all sense of what he would typically do is now out the window.
So I also find it weird though that he goes from not being able to tell him at all, like just hiding it, to then he then comes to the conclusion of, well, after we kiss, and he then finds out that they broke up. Now I'm just going to like dump all of this on Joey. I like, part of me, I don't know, maybe makes me a terrible person, but part of me was like, why, like, what value are you really adding? Like, what are you offering to Joey by like giving him this information? Like, wouldn't that almost be the type of thing where like, just keep it to yourself? I don't know.
Dump all of what on Joey?
Like that he kissed her before they broke up.
No, I think...
Is that important?
I think once you...
like...
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Because it's going to come out. He's told everybody else. Well, the whole gang knows.
Fair. Maybe that was so if he hadn't told the other friends, I don't know. Maybe you guys are probably thinking I'm a terrible person for but I just feel like at that point they're broken up. Like it was one kiss. I don't know.
Well, in all honesty, Chandler though starts this conversation that he likes Kathy, and he starts telling Joey all about this without knowing that they've broken up.
No, he knew.
No, he doesn't, because he starts and then Joey says, well, your timing couldn't be more perfect. We just broke up.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he confesses.
He engaged in the conversation.
And at that point, Joey was okay with it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, and that's when he says, well, listen,
that's
through
right.
our conversation, I'm getting the idea that she's interested in another guy, and Chandler comes clean again,
and that's
to say, yeah, I think it's me.
That's the piece where I'm like, is that make me terrible to think like at that point, are you just throwing like grease on the fire here?
Terrible.
Like,
I'm not going to say that you're a terrible person, Amanda. If you want to say you're a terrible person, that's up to you.
I'm not saying I've done this or been even in the position to do this, but part of me is just like, when you hear people say like, is it just going to be hurting them more to like give that information? Like, are you really at it? Like they're broken up. Like he's just like, yeah, well, it might be a tough time. And then you could just say, well, I pursued her and now we're dating and call it a day.
Worked out.
But he did tell the entire friend group, and listen, he did do the better thing. It is better to just share, because honestly, like you said, even if he hadn't told the other friends, some stuff like that just comes out, I imagine. So like better to be honest.
What I'm saying. It would,
but just saying.
This is your last chance.
Yeah.
Like, because now if you're going to go ahead and pursue this, and then it comes out months from now, that's even worse.
I mean, that would be worse, but I mean, the whole thing is bad, because listen, I always would take the approach of like, hey, let's just be direct, like upfront as soon as possible. What are you dragging this out for? It's just going to make it worse. And it did. So.
It did. And of course, it's not helped by the fact that when he does talk to Joey about it, Joey's first reaction is, you know what? It's okay. You know why? Because you came to me first.
Oh my.
And it's like,
God. And is that even something Joey would say too? Like,
no,
what is happening?
That's so against like his character, I feel like, to say that. Although Joey was very approving, like he was accepting of Chandler when he found out that he was making out with his sister.
I know.
Joey has been very forgiving with Chandler for a lot of these things. So it's not that shocking that he would say that, but it just felt weird that he did say it.
And that is, but for all of those reasons too, is why it's just so freaking frustrating that Chandler didn't just tell Joey up front. It's like, Joey is the friend who would just be like, sure, dude, like, go for it. Like, he would have just moved on. And that's what he said. It's like, it's not even about Kathy. Now you cross the line, and no, the line is a dot to you.
Well, that, first of all, is a great line that I use regularly. You're so far past the line. The line is a dot to you. That's a great line. Yeah. But I don't want, I don't know that I buy into this narrative of Joey would have just stepped aside. I remember the Geller Cup. I remember that Swedish girl on the sidelines who everybody was, or the Dutch girl.
No, Joey said he would step aside. And Chandler said, what do you mean you have to step aside? Like, I can't get her on my own. So?
Exactly. So he
didn't. But he wanted, he would have, though. He was offering.
He
you got that wrong.
Well, he doesn't need. No, he wasn't going to step aside. They competed.
Chandler wanted to compete.
He says he would have. He says he would have, but we'll see.
Chandler wanted to compete.
We never know.
Because he wanted to be able to get the girl on his own. And Joey.
And he did.
Joey would be more than willing to just step aside. He doesn't even care.
questionable.
He rolled the
questionable.
dice on Kathy and Casey. Like, he did not care at all. But
Joey doesn't care about Kathy. He really doesn't.
no, he really doesn't. And honestly,
And that's why, well, in the next episode, it's very obvious that he doesn't have any worries there.
yeah,
But maybe let's just jump into that. That way we can put it all
that's
together.
right. That's right.
So we'll continue into season 4, episode 8, the one with Chandler in a box. And this is the Thanksgiving episode.
Yay.
For season 4, where we have like a Secret Santa situation breakout. And Chandler is trying to repair his relationship with Joey, even though he is now dating Kathy instead of Joey. We also have a very interesting situation where Monica gets some ice in her eye and has to go see her new eye doctor, Dr. Burke, but not Dr. Richard Burke, Dr. Timothy Burke, who ends up getting invited over to Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, we learn that Rachel has never kept a gift that has ever been given to her because she'd rather have credit.
But she does actually keep gifts, as we find out.
Including a 1,000,000-year-old fossil.
Oh my God. You know, we have people looking for that.
We have a team of people looking for that.
I love it. That line. He's like, it's like 1,000,000 years old. We actually have a team looking for that. It's so funny. The way he delivers that is great. Oh.
Okay. Do you want to end with the Chandler stuff? I know
Yeah.
we just did Chandler and Kathy. You want to end with the box?
Well, yeah, let's, although, yeah, you're right. We were just talking about it, so maybe we should just roll into that first. Just to kind of
We'll try to keep it to a length that is
Yeah.
not insane, because
Yeah.
I think we could talk about it for another hour if we
Well,
wanted
I
to.
do love him being in the box for this episode. It's great.
Chandler in a box is great. Chandler in a box is
You
great.
can get the
And
box.
let's just be very honest. The point of the box is threefold. One, it gives me time to think about what I did.
Mm-hmm.
2, shows how much I care about my friend Joey. And 3, it hurts. So Chandler is trying to repair his relationship with Joey. Joey is starting to pack up all the stuff that Chandler has now refurbished the apartment with.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically talks about the time that he was stuck in the unit. And Chandler says, listen, if we had a unit like that, I would crawl in a box and stay there for 6 hours just like you did.
Yep.
Joey's like, well, we got a box. So Chandler jumps in the box and they keep him in there for probably half the episode.
Yeah.
Which is then the box is relocated into Thanksgiving dinner, which is fine because he's not going to eat the Thanksgiving dinner anyway. So he gets to hang out in a box with the gang, which is definitely a very interesting scenario. But I do like the fact that Joey and Chandler are able to come up with an agreement to say, listen, you have done something wrong, but on the surface, I really don't care about, like, you can date Kathy. That's fine with me. It doesn't bother me. So we need to make it up. We gotta make things right. And so they've come up with a solution to make things right. Whether or not we would all agree that it is the best or worst solution, it is the solution that works for these characters, and therefore we get Chandler in a box.
Well, because Ross is Joey's best friend now because he's not friends with Chandler. So
that's it.
So Ross, as his best friend, his first piece of advice is to talk to Chandler, which was a very good friend move from Ross. Way to go, Ross.
If you weren't my best friend.
That's right. Yeah, but I did notice on this rewatch that, like, I just find it hilarious and insane that, like, Joey is packing up all of the stuff that Chandler bought. Joey is returning. Like, where are you sending it? And Is Chandler getting credit? What's happening here? Are you just shipping these to random places around the world? Because that's probably what Joey's doing. What are you
Joey
doing?
doesn't know how to send mail.
He doesn't even know where he got it. Like, what are you doing? This makes no sense.
No.
It's madness.
I also think, like, no piece of furniture or equipment that I've ever purchased has come in a box like the one that Chandler was in. This is a full-on crate.
It was a crate.
Like, it looks like something that you would use like in a military plane.
Yeah, I don't even.
I mean, I've had a refrigerator ordered to the house. It came in cardboard.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, this is not happening. But that being said, they've got the box, and Chandler's in the box, and I do like all the little jokes that kind of come along with being in the box. But let's fast forward here to the end,
Kathy.
where Kathy comes in and essentially does not want to be in between a relationship as good as Joey and Chandler's.
Yeah. And
she doesn't want to be the reason that they fall apart. So she's going to go to her mom's and she's going to leave town, and it's best that they break up. And of course, Chandler is promising Joey that he can't talk, so he doesn't say anything to Kathy at all. And then Kathy just walks out the door, and then Joey's like, "Open the box, get him out." And so they get out, and they Chandler looks at him, and Joey's like, "I think you did some real good thinking in there."
Oh, yeah.
And they hug it out, classic Chandler and Joey style.
Yeah.
And then Chandler is out the door, and right before he heads out, Joey says, "Hey, and Merry Christmas from your Secret Santa," which is really smart, real smart. Like, say, "Hey, by the way, now I gotta trade for Chandler because this is the best Christmas gift I'm gonna give anybody. So whoever's got Chandler, here you go."
And I love that scene at the end where they're all looking over the balcony. It's such like a classic scene. They do that a few times where it's like you get this shot of like all the friends like looking out at something, but you're just looking at them watching it. And so it's the first reaction video, Now I know we have a lot of those now, but that is essentially what we're watching, is them going, "Oh, look it, they've met. Oh wait, that guy's stealing that lady's purse. I'm gonna call the cops."
At which point Joey goes, gets the phone, comes back, calls the cops, and then he sits there and watches. Nobody's picked up. No police have answered this phone to deal with the.
I don't know and what is he gonna say? "Hey, I'm looking over my balcony," and like I guess you could describe what street you're on and what you're looking at.
You could describe at least a little bit, and hopefully Joey. Yeah. Listen, we already know that the friends don't know street names very well, but hopefully they know those street names. Yeah, they're right outside.
This could be rough.
You're right next to it.
It was right there.
So let's just put a bow on this whole Chandler and Kathy and Joey storyline, at least for these 4 episodes. Yeah. Well, the 2 episodes that we're talking about today, and the 2 from before. Yep. Seems like all is good. When it's ultimately all said and done, I will stand on the statement that I don't think Chandler really did too much wrong here. I think it was a mistake not to tell Joey, obviously, earlier, but I think he was doing his best to be as good a friend as he could be, while also dealing with this wave of emotions that he probably had not dealt with before. And when they finally did like kiss for the first time, even though it was a forbidden fruit situation, it was just like a too much to handle on both sides. Not Chandler doing this to Joey, not Kathy doing it to Joey, but the two people finally realizing this is the best relationship. This is what it should be. Let's make this happen. And I know there's probably going to be a lot of people out there that really hate. I know my wife is one. She does not like Kathy for what she did to Joey and what she did to Chandler. But I just don't view this I don't put this under the like cheated on umbrella.
Yeah.
And I think because Joey is so okay with it afterwards, it doesn't feel
but they did
that bad.
Yeah, they did though.
I agree. I understand.
Yeah, and
but
it's not good, and it could have easily been avoided. And I also just stand by that Chandler only wanted this situation because he couldn't have it, really. And
that's very possible.
I just think that it was, like, what are you doing? Like, Joey, he would have been so understanding. It makes zero sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense why he wouldn't have told him, except for the fact that Chandler is just being a coward. So, I mean, that was really what it comes down to. I know, them be fighting words.
Being a coward.
Yeah, he was.
Being a coward. I just don't know.
Oh, he was. He would even admit to that. You know, like his character would definitely admit to that. I'm desperate and hopeless and I'm what is it? Oh my goodness, now I'm screwing it up. I'm sad and pathetic and desperate for love. I'm messing that up. But you guys know the line I'm talking about. And he's
He's desperate for love is the end of that line. Okay. Well, needless to say, I think we're going to disagree on that a little bit, but we probably are going to agree here on Dr. Timothy Burke.
Hold on. I'm hopeless and awkward and desperate for love.
Hopeless was definitely
hopeless and awkward. Okay, but
are you gonna? You're on the same page. We haven't even talked about Dr. Timothy Burke yet, but this is bad.
My God. Well, this is who Pedro was saying, "Hello, people. This is the worst relationship." Which, that makes a lot more sense. Like, people are saying.
I mean, for sure.
I mean, this is insane.
I don't know that it's the worst relationship, but it's way worse than Richard.
Oh, and I love when Monica looks to Phoebe, and Phoebe's like, "I get why you would come to me, but no, this is."
That was funny. I laughed out loud when she said that. I always forget that line is coming, and it's like, yeah, I know why I think you're like I'm the best bet here, but it's not gonna happen. Like, this is weird.
This is twisted. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, my favorite part that comes out of this whole sequence, though, is where they're all going around and judging Monica for inviting him over for Thanksgiving dinner. And she's like, you know, and Ross says, well, like, hey, you know, you can tell your kids that you slept with their grandfather if things work out. And she's like, fine, you know what? Judge all you want to, but married a lesbian, left a man at the altar, fell in love with a gay ice dancer, threw a girl's wooden leg in a fire, lives in a box.
Yeah. And I will tell you what, that sequence is you're right. It's the funniest part of that episode, probably. And they go back to it in the future. Because they definitely go back to it, and I forget who's the one who delivers the line, but one of them delivers the line where they're picking out all of the exes, and Ross's follow-up is, well, what was wrong with Mona?
Oh my God.
So they go back to this again, where somebody's just jabbing at all of them. Oh. And I was like, oh, that's right. I forgot they did this here too.
What was wrong with Mona? That's so funny.
So they will do this again, but this, I always like it when one friend just goes like rapid fire.
Oh, me
like
too.
Knocking down all
Those
of
are
them.
some of my favorite moments. Like the one that we already, it was actually one of the other Thanksgiving episodes with like that we've already talked about, where it's like, no, Rachel, you weren't supposed to put beef in the trifle. And yes, and that was Thanksgiving, right? Yeah. Okay. No, sorry. I was just questioning that.
But we haven't got there.
No, that's a Thanksgiving in the future. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a Thanksgiving in the future.
My brain with friends.
The trifle is still in the future.
Thank goodness, because that is such a good episode.
But everybody loves the trifle. Like the trifle's amazing.
Is that the next season? It might be. Oh, guys. Yeah, I get these all messed up. But either way. That is also another awesome episode where it's just rapid fire of like people calling each other out on their crap, and like it's so good.
Well, and for this one, like it's Friends doesn't, the one thing Friends doesn't do as well, and we often refer to How I Met Your Mother, right? And I will go to How I Met Your Mother here and say one of my favorite things that they do a lot, and maybe it bothers other people, but I love that if you watch the first 2 episodes, they do a phenomenal job of always throwing out callbacks.
Oh, they're
to like the earlier
that's
episodes.
What the whole show is.
They're
based
always
on.
referring back. They're always referring back. Always referring back. So that if you did watch those first 2 seasons, you've got all the inside jokes. Friends doesn't do that as much.
No,
that was not really, and I think that just goes to it being like How I Met Your Mother was a newer show. Friends still was like, this is the 90s. It's a little different.
I think, but How I Met Your Mother was just really unique in that way too. Like, I don't really know any shows that do as many flashbacks and literally sit on. Yeah, that's like their entire.
So I think that's my point though. Like when we got out of the 90s, sitcoms started doing some different stuff.
Like creative,
they were starting to, like the medium was starting to become just a little bit more stale. So we had to create new things, and How I Met Your Mother succeeds because of things like that. Where Friends didn't do that. I mean, they did some, but that little like joke is like boom, 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 boom. These are all plot points that if you've been paying attention, you've heard all of these things already, which is funny.
Yeah, it is funny. But it's just like, Monica, do you have no self-control that you can't like help but have this guy over? Like, does she have like a eye doctor fetish or something? Like, what's happening here? Like, it's like they were almost gonna replay the scene for a moment. You think, is she gonna just kiss him in like this room again? What is happening?
Maybe it's just a Burke fetish.
Oh my God, it's just bad. And then her with the eye patch, and she's like, "Oh no, it was good, but it was bad." It's like, oh, no, this is just disturbing.
No, I did not care for this. And how are you inviting him to Thanksgiving? Like,
it's like inviting a Greek tragedy, as Rachel says.
It really is. All of them are just like, this is bad. What are you doing? Like, it's just got to be the most awkward dinner. And like, I know Rachel's pouring like a glass of wine. She's like, 6666666.
I know.
And it's like, how is he even here? How have you all not said no? Like, get him out of here.
He have accepted the invite? Like, in what world would this guy have just like gone over?
I don't.
She was almost his stepmommy.
From his perspective, as far as knowing that all the friends are going to be, I don't know that he necessarily knows what he's getting himself into. From the going out with Monica's side, that's just an automatic cancel. He knows that that's not okay. He knows that. That's not okay.
I do like when they have visitors over for their Thanksgivings. This is also making me think of Brad Pitt when he comes in. Oh my God, that is one of the funniest.
Like they've done a lot of Thanksgivings. They've done a lot of Thanksgivings at this point without any guests. And I think we're going to get a string of them bringing people in now.
Pass the yams.
Pass the yams. Do you have any comments here on the Rachel side of this whole thing? I mean, it just goes to show her character, really. I
think that also they always do try to touch on Ross and Rachel still somehow being connected at this point, where it's like she's still trying to, like, he's kind of saying, well, you have no feelings, which is like really like harsh for Ross, but then he does quickly come back, and like when she brings out the box of stuff, it's like, she's kept all of these super sentimental things from their past, and he quickly apologizes, and because he just gets all up in his feelings, I think, and still clearly loves Rachel, but is not saying it, and neither of them are. But yeah, I mean, I think that really that part of the episode was just for that, and to kind of remind people that Rachel, as you've pointed out, Rachel would be a little bit easy to hate on if you didn't bring in those soft moments to kind of, it's like, hey, actually she does have a heart,
If she doesn't bring out the box,
right,
it just looks real bad for Rachel all the time.
Yeah, because she's been returning everyone's gifts.
Right. and she basically brings out the box with all the sentimental stuff in it, and that does help soften her character, and she's very defensive about it, like defending the fact that no, she does have some nostalgia.
Yeah, to say you don't have feelings. It's like, all right, like let's calm down. It's like
that seems pretty aggressive.
But yeah, returning every single gift that someone gives you, that's also just weird. But that's Rachel.
That is Rachel. All right, well, now we're going to jump into our IMDb section of the episode where we are talking about our ratings for the episode and our favorite and least favorite character for the episode. We have not looked at the ratings, although our last episode we did was the one with the dirty girl, and we nailed it across the board. First time. You and I had the exact same rating, and it was the same rating the fans gave it, an 8.4.
That's right.
I think these two episodes are going to be in that same range for me. Like, I don't know that either of them jump high enough off the box. Like, the box. We're here with Chandler in a box. But I don't think they jump high enough to, like, push a 9 in that range. I do think the Chandler in a box episode has an opportunity to be higher because it is Thanksgiving and it is a classic like Friends moment. I still am gonna say the one where we got to do our.
You can just get into that.
Do the ratings first?
Yeah, do the ratings. You're
all
there.
Right, so I'm already into it. I'm gonna give the one where Chandler crosses the line an 8.5. I think that's the better one.
I did too. I just have to say it. Sorry, because now we're rating things exactly the same.
And then I'm gonna give Chandler in a box an 8.3.
Oh.
I think Chandler crossing the line where he just like succumbs to the whole thing, and we get Ross's sound. That is a funnier episode to me than the Thanksgiving episode, which I think is fine, and I do love the box.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. Like 8.3 kind of seems like this was a good episode, but nothing really like jumped off the page.
Yeah. So I gave also the one where Chandler crosses the line in 8.5, which is hilarious because now that's like three in a row that we've three in a row. Yeah. 3 in a row that we have the exact same rating. But I gave the one with Chandler in a box an 8.7. I feel like that episode, I just love the Thanksgiving episodes, as I feel like I've said that a bunch, but like I just do. Even the Rachel the gift stuff, that part of the episode falls a little bit flat, but it works its way in really well. It has its place. They're all kind of talking about the different gifts that they're going to be giving each other, but I just feel like the whole Chandler in the box portion of the story is classic. I love this, the whole, this is threefold, and him explaining over and over again. And Ross, we didn't talk about it, but Ross like leaning on the hole, and he's like, that's my air hole. Air hole.
I mean,
and
So here's the thing. I think there's an opportunity for that one to be a higher rating because like I said, it's Thanksgiving. It's the Chandler in a box episode. People know that episode. They like that episode. I think we see like the nostalgic ones kind of jump a little bit more. I don't know. It's just when I'm going through them all, rewatching it, there's just less involved there that makes me want to like really ramp it up.
Yeah, I think that.
I gave the jellyfish episode, which was season 1, like a 9.5.
Yeah.
And people gave it an 8.9, and I was like, blown away.
Yeah. Although, Eric, I have to say, we didn't really get into this during the, our initial discussion, but Monica getting the ice tray out and the ice literally coming, like flying out of the tray and into her eye so bad that she has like an injury and needs an ice pack. Needs an eye patch. Like what?
I think she just has like a miniature glacier in there and was just chipping ice out of the freezer. Like, I don't know what that
It was the
is.
weirdest thing. I'm like, wow, you've really been getting a lot of injuries between the jellyfish and now The flying ice tray. I
Would
don't
have been
know.
more realistic for someone to throw a pen across the set and have it just hit her in the eye.
Well, that's what Rachel wants to do. She wants to shove the pen in her eye when she sees the cute doctor, just to be able to see him, and that would have been more appropriate.
I agree.
But yeah, I'm giving that one an 8.7. And what do the people say?
8.7, so a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got it right here. For the first one, this is Chandler Crosses the Line. That is an 8.6.
Okay.
A little bit higher than what we both said, but we're right on par again. And here. Okay, Chandler in a Box. 9.
Wow.
9.0. 9 flat.
I wanted to go higher. I agree with you, Guy. I mean, anyone who helped push that rating along, I can sit by that.
Man.
Yeah. I can stand by that. Sit by that. I don't know what I'm saying.
I am now just confused. Because I said, well, I just said, it's possible that these nostalgic episodes get bumped, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way this episode is better than the first episode of this season. With 18 pages front and back.
Yeah, it is.
No
that is
way.
interesting. Yeah, that is interesting.
There's no way.
I agree, because I gave that one like a 9.5 or something.
You gave that one a 9.8.
Yeah, I love that episode.
You were like, this is almost a perfect episode.
It is. No, you're right. You're right. I'm even forgetting how enthusiastic I was about that episode. I love that one. Yeah, and I mean, right, there's this one, yeah.
I get it though.
That is
I
weird.
Get it. The ones with the scenes that people remember that they go to and go, hey, this is Friends. Those are just going to be higher episodes.
But that one is.
A lot of them.
The first episode is one of those episodes though. So,
I totally agree. And it got an 8.9. Don't get me wrong. But I wish it was. I wish it was in the 9s. This one, Chandler in a Box, 9. I understand. On the rewatch, it just doesn't. It doesn't hit the same as some of these other 9s. Like the 9s that we have are like they're the prom video, and they're like Ross and Rachel breaking up.
Well, so
and Chandler in a Box, that's not at the same level.
Who was your favorite character?
Yeah, let's get into that. Okay. So I'm actually gonna go least favorite character first. And so my least favorite character is going to be Monica.
Oh.
Monica is this Dr. Timothy Burke. Get out of here. What are you doing?
Yeah.
This is so out of character for her. It's so bad.
But she's so funny though, too. So
it's so bad.
It is.
It's just not the spot that I want to see her in. Okay. Now, I'm in a bit of a pickle here, because I've picked Chandler as my favorite character about a million times in a row.
Yeah, you have to pick someone other than Chandler. It's now a rule.
I don't have to pick someone other than Chandler, for the record. I don't. I can pick whoever I want to.
Okay.
But I am going to pick someone other than Chandler.
Wow.
And I'm going to do that because the way I kind of weight this, everybody, you can do it however you want to. But the way I'm weighting, like, my favorite character is, like, what was the scene that was your favorite? And then what was like the next scene, and what was the next? So like I'm kind of rating scenes in my head, and what made me laugh the most. And then if it's the top one, it's got to be able to beat out someone. If somebody had like the second and third together, like the second best and the third best, it's got to be able to beat them out, and it does. I guess that's my explanation. I don't know if that made any sense to anybody, or if I'm just wasting time. But I'm going to go with Ross.
Yeah.
Because Ross's sound is super funny.
It's so funny.
And it is the thing that I laugh at the most. And I know we've been talking so much about the Kathy Chronicles, but Ross's sound in the one where Chandler crosses the line is so funny. It makes me laugh all the time.
Same.
Just watching him dart his head around like that while he's playing the keyboard, it makes me stop. I laugh every time.
Same. Yep.
And because these two Chandler episodes are a little bit more on the serious side, less on the funny side, they're not as interesting to me as the previous ones.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is also why I gave Chandler Crosses the Line the higher rating of these two episodes, because Ross's sound is better than Chandler in a Box. It just is.
That is so funny. So I also picked Ross as my favorite for that reason, because I love his sound too. And honestly, Eric, I for some reason thought that you might not like that part. I don't know. I was like, oh, he might think that that's stupid. I don't know. So I
do enjoy Ross's sound. I don't like all the spots, specifically watching him move, like his head movements, and then when it's all over and he comes back, he's like, guys, I was playing bad on purpose. And they're like, oh, you were playing bad on purpose the whole time? He's like, yeah, oh no, just this last time. Oh okay.
My God.
Like, yeah. it's riddled with good jokes, and it is done well because it has to balance the seriousness of the Chandler side of things, which usually Chandler's the one on the balance. Chandler's the one bringing the funny to balance off Ross and Rachel's seriousness, but not in this episode. It was the opposite.
And Ross moving his head around like that reminds me of like that moment where Rachel asked him to take the coffee cake out of the guy's like hood.
Oh,
if you remember that part where she's like, or like bagel in the hood. I forget what pastry it was.
It was a piece of pie.
Something in there.
A piece of pie.
Pie in the hood. And he like goes to grab it, and the guy turns around and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I have to get back to the hospital by 3. And like, it's like waving his arm like in front of
I put my pie in your hood. No, I've got to get back to the hospital by 3. He starts batting at the fly for nothing. Yeah, yes. Awesome. Great scene. Also, Ross's sound, I mean, it's real good. It's real good.
Yes. So Ross, yeah, I agree. I did pick Ross for my favorite. I also felt like, great advice to Joey to talk to Chandler, and then even when he was a jerk to Rachel about her not having feelings, he did come right around and was just
he's always going to come
very
around.
Sweet.
He's always going to come around.
And had also always going to come around for Rachel, and just his hilarious line about like, people are looking for that with the object from the museum was really great. Also really just super funny where he, tells Chandler how if he had told Joey before he kissed Kathy, he would have forgiven him right away, or just like stepped aside, and just love all these lines from Ross. So really good episode. I actually had Monica as like a runner-up. I know you didn't like her for this one, but I just loved how she called out the whole group. And even though how ridiculous that the sequences with her dating Richard's son, I also find her hilarious through all of that. So I just really liked her. I feel like Courtney Cox is starting to like make her way into having some of like the funniest moments. So yeah, I know that I'm going to have a favorite of hers coming up.
Yes.
But I picked Kathy as being my least favorite because I know she's not a main character, but it's just like she had feelings for Chandler from the start, and she never should have led Joey on, because I feel like that's really what she was doing. And like,
I was trying to jam her,
and it just made things worse for Chandler too. It's like, dude, what
I was trying to jam Kathy in somewhere as my favorite character, but I just couldn't do it.
Oh my God.
Couldn't bring myself to do it.
Ridiculous.
I wanted to find a way to make it happen, but I couldn't make it happen.
Oh, because that would just be fraud.
It would have ruined the ratings. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to the We Run on Reruns podcast. Again, we really appreciate all the support on all the socials. If you could keep following and keep subscribing and keep liking and sharing things, we really appreciate it. If you want to leave some stars on this podcast on Spotify or on Apple Music, we really appreciate that as well. If you'd like, you could check out our website at werunonreruns.com. For Amanda, this is Eric. enjoy watching episodes 9 and 10 of season 4 for next week. Happy rerunning, everybody.
See you later, guys.